As his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
What? Fluenti! Yeah. Roger! Watch the curve!
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120! No chance!
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Wentz will try again on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
What? 57 to Mike. Took the ball.
On On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. But the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
All day, every day, any day.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
4 down, check, 4 down. Hey, watch 20.
They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Mike's 50. Great 57. Mike's 56. Hey, me and you.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dylan Donahue coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
14-yard pickup. But it's 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hit 12. Check 12. Check 99. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Go. 40.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. We're scoreless after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Right there, 56. Hey, get in the weight room. 36. Great 15. 5'9". Mike 56. Mike 56. All you get is a headache. Ram. Kill.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That's taken on the 25. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Mike 56. Mike's 56.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man there is Malone. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Look, 380. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Derrick Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the actions have been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Bush. Slam. Hey, Phil. Hey, forward toe, Phil. Okay, done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, and now some space to operate. He's got daylight. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Seahawks 3.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Throwing out, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check three.
They run it again with Chubb. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They go with Chubb on second down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Defense, keep it up, guys. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Coming to you. Mike, 56. Mike, 56. Focus, defense, focus. Kill. Rip. Kill.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Wilson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards on the keeper, but now it's fourth down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
74.
Now Wentz. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. Any weapon. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 49, guys. Mike, 49. On the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll run with Henry. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jared Cook, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They run the draw play. This is White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ten yards there and an Eagle first down. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
I'm about to find out. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Play action. Now Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Sunday. Hey, Haywood. 56. Mike, 56.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
First down, here's White. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Switch it. Come here, Sunday. 82-40.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Bravo. Check curls.
Throwing is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Malone. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. They'll look to throw. Open man there is Malone. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
First down, Seahawks.
Wilson to throw. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Back to throw. This is caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And he has got it. from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Rapid. 25, check 25. Lefty.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's find 7. 54's Mike. Hey, 5-7. I got it. Mike,
to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Defense. Check. It's great 57. Two jet.
They'll run on 1st down. White, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there, as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Great 15. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
56 is the mic. Smooth. Give me that ball.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check hot route. Hot.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They stay on the ground with White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Now White. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again